We are live again. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Gaming with Gyozaplanet with your host, Gyozaplanet. Yeah, welcome back. Congratulations, you made it past Monday, the most difficult day of the week. And honestly, I don't like Mondays. Like, I know, yes, woohoo Garfield joke, but personally, I really don't like Mondays. Mainly just because, I suppose. So, I'm not going to continue that because it's a pretty extensive rant about just like how the overall work week that current society is structured around is flawed. But yeah, I'm not going to get into that because I'm going to be here for hours. That's not good. Um, so I wish I had more money. No. So, anyways, these are all right. Decent, pretty good. This gives me like Firefly vibes. You know, the captain and his like trench coat. Yeah, I think it's the belt mainly. It's just the overcoat plus belt look. Squid hat, amazing. Firefighter hat, all right. That's just creepy. That's that. That's not even like you can't even make a furry joke about that. That's just creepy. I'm gonna be honest. Those look more like ice skating boots where you've taken the skates off more so than wrestling boots. Weird. Snake hat, pretty cute. We, peak. I love this. I wish I had more money. I do not. Boots, standard combat boots, and then the ninja shirt making a comeback. You know. So yeah, we're gonna be playing a bit more TABG today, mainly because it is very very fun. Ideally, if I can get into a lobby, but yeah. So a couple of fun things happened today. Number one, I had a book exam about a Spanish book called El Cuarto de Atras, aka the back bedroom, or yeah, I suppose a more accurate translation would be the spare bedroom. But basically, it's a novel about a lady in her 50s who, at the end of the Franco Dictatorship in Spain, which was from 1939 to 1975 approximately. Uh, yeah. Uh, it was basically just a period of, well, unfun dictatorship. I suppose any dictatorship is unfun. This one was especially unpleasant. So yeah, and then it's basically it's a fictionalized. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, tired. It's a fictionalized autobiography, centered around uh like a night of insomnia and a mysterious visitor dressed in all black coming to I suppose chat to lady. It's interesting. It is. I will warn you if you for some reason want to read it. It is very confusing, and I mean really, really confusing. For two reasons. Number one, it is a very surrealist book, especially because there's like two chunks of the book. There's the part where she's dreaming like about her room and everything, and then there's the like where parts where she's quote quote awake when she's doing the interview with the dude. Which that's why he's there. He's not just he's an actual person, but I think he's supposed to like represent something about the character. Not sure, but hold on. I hold on. Let's adjust this a bit. I'm okay. Sure, that works. I am Tab G.
Tab G. I am Tab G.
Wrong.
My.
That.
Your.
Bad.
Nice. I am Tab G.
That's all right.
Try. I am.
Hit.
I am Tab G.
My. I am Tab G.
Hello.
Landfall.
Okay. Let's just go back to what we had before. Where's okay? Here we go.
Okay.
So, anyways, sorry about the distraction. Funny brain, but Anyways, as I was saying before, yeah. So it's an interesting book, but it's difficult for multiple reasons. Number one, it's very surrealist, so some sections are just confusing to process, like mentally. Number two, it's in Spanish, which if you don't have a great level of Spanish, that's gonna take a bit to understand. So good luck. Yeah. And then third is that even though it was written in 1970, the author uses a lot of very niche language, which makes it pretty difficult to understand what they're talking about. I'm gonna start this again. I hope we can find the lobby. There's usually at least a handful of players. Oh no. Okay, well, yeah, let's try this again. Oh, the server list. Not much. Anyway, so yeah. But despite that, it is an interesting book, and it is see, there you go. All we had to do was reboot the matchmaking. Okay, 8 players isn't a lot, I will admit, but it's better than nothing. Ah. That's actually a pretty cool look. What? Okay, I'm gonna go now. Anyways, yeah. Oh wow, we're getting good amount of players. That's nice. Anyways, so yeah. Personally, if you're into like more surrealist Spanish, or if you're into like surrealist stuff, I recommend it. If you're to like fictionalized autobiographies, so like characters interviewing themselves kind of stuff, I'd recommend it. If you don't like either of those stuff, then no, just don't, because it's not that easy of a book to read, and it's also pretty hefty. It's like 100+ pages of like dense text. I have to say that is one of the issues. It's very dense, like, which I suppose that's fine for a book, but it does make it a bit of a slog to read. And oh wow. But yeah, personally, yeah, thumbs up. Good book. The exam went all right though. I got most of the questions correct. There was one about the lady gets a phone call. Well, she gets 2 phone calls. She gets one from the man who came to interview her, and then she gets the second one later on. I don't actually remember who the second one is by, because even though I read it, I like speed read it once a while ago, and I don't remember anything from that. So I was rereading it this weekend because the exam was today, and I only got about halfway through. So that sucks. I just put it down as one of the characters that I remembered from the study guide, but yeah. Let's hope it's correct. And then the other one was in the book, the character brings up like 2 imaginary places. Well, 3. There's one, the back bedroom, El Cuarto de Atras, which is kind of like it's a metaphor for So basically, minor spoilers, but in the story, when she was a little girl, she would use that back bedroom as like a play space with her sister, and they would go and like make little dolls out of cardboard and everything. Remember, this is like 1936 in Spain. Like it was, even though it was the start of the war, like most of the country was not doing great economically, so it was kind of like trying to make ends meet conditions. But yeah. So that's what happened. And then later on in the book, what happens is that she ends up reusing said space as like a work area, and so that bedroom symbolizes like the growing up from being a little girl to an adult, which admittedly does come with. What am I listening to? Also, I'm not gonna be able to make it up here. I wanted to do that cool trick. So if you don't know, there is a pretty game-breaking bug that I found. I'm not sure if people know about it. It probably do. But basically, if you launch off a launch pad before the bus goes off, it keeps your momentum, which basically means, like, if we're going here, you could get all the way to factory in the same time it takes me to land that industry, and you probably land there faster. It's like a huge initial jolt of speed. It's pretty overpowered. Well, questionably overpowered. It's okay. Actually, no, that is pretty powerful. You basically get like a huge head start on anybody else. Also, there are at least 3 people around me. Relax. That's good. Early healing is always good. Oh, good, we got regen. Okay, not great. We only have 1 weapon, and it's a flintlock pistol. Alrighty, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head upstairs. Mainly just because A, that gives us distance, and B, we can go over here and grab this auto revolver, which we actually have ammo for. Oh, huh. The auto revolver has a single shot mode. Hit him. Okay, amigo, I don't know what you were trying to do there. I can clearly see you. Whoa, that's a fire grenade. And that's somebody with a very angry weapon. Okay. Okay, we got 2 people left. We got 1 person over there and 1 person right here. Because the fire grenade doesn't have great range and it also doesn't bounce. It's one of the few grenades that explode on impact. And I was right. The person over there. Oh, wow. Well done. They got me. Ugh, I think they landed a headshot or 2. Yeah. I'm getting poison hit markers despite not hitting somebody. But, sure. Whatever. Okay. That was alright. I could have played that a bit better, admittedly. But I have to say, this is one of the minor downsides I've noticed when I'm making these videos, is that it's pretty difficult to talk and to play, or at least to explain what I'm doing, because this is such a fast-paced game. Well, that ended badly. Okay. Let's hope we get one of the not super bad curses. And... oh, we just don't get a curse. Cool. No complaining here. Where do we want to go? We'll go Longwall. Longwall's a pretty alright spot to land in. Mainly just because there's a ton of... so, it's not very good for concentrated loot. So, basically... so, rewind, re-explain. There's 2 types of things you look for when you're looking for loot. There's... not that. You ideally do not want enemies. What I was trying to say is you're looking for loot spot, like power spots, and then regain spots. Power spots are basically spots where you can drop in at the start of the game and get a ton of really good loot early on. This, for example, the houses. There are a couple of houses in whatchamacallit, Area 64 where we were that have like 3 people's worth of loot just scattered around. It's like hundreds of rounds of ammunition, like 10 weapons per floor. It's frankly ridiculous. That it's really good for. However, it's not super great to go back there once you've already died, mainly because everybody's already there because, well, they're getting the loot that you can't get because you died. So, insight. Alrighty. Okay. We're working now. We'll nab you. That's good. It gives me use for medium ammo, and it also gives me a long-range weapon. And I actually have a sight for that. Great. Okay. Progress. Oh. So, this is what the insight perk does. Ow. So, basically, it outlines enemies with a, whatchamacallit, box. And it also lets you see them through walls at close range. So, that's a nice perk. So, we know there are at least 2 people over there. Or 1 person who's very, very irresponsible. You do not want to get stuck in your own gravity field. It is an absolute death sentence. And very, very, very dangerous. So, yeah. The more you know. Anyways, then, on the flip side of the looting spectrum, you have what are called regain spots. These are spots where basically you die, you come back, and you can get pretty much as much loot. Or at least, when you come back, you're still pretty much sure to get a good amount of loot, even if somebody's already gone by. This, for example, is a really good one, because the whole wall here, it's like 150 meters of wall. So even if somebody comes by and nabs a majority of it, there's still a ton of stuff here, and then even over there by the actual ruins themselves, you can still go by and grab a couple of things. So this, for example, is a pretty good area to come back to. Somebody up ahead. Not sure where. Right there, apparently. So that is the insight perk in question. You can actually see there. I didn't hit them. Ow. No, I just hit myself. But I do see them running away over there.
TABG. Down. Good.
Okay, let's see. Can we hit them? No, the answer is no, I cannot.
TABG. Down.
Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Oh! Okay, I feel kind of bad, but also I don't, because this is my first on-camera recorded thing, and it is... Oh, wow. Okay, that's like arguably one of the best ones. Alright, okay. Let's calm down, take a minute, and I'll explain what I just got. We don't need 2 insights. So, I just got charge. What does charge do, you ask? Okay, here's what charge does. When I hit the Y key, as you will see in now,
I
get triple speed for about 15 seconds. And it basically has a 15-second uptime and a, like, there's basically 2 seconds downtime, so I effectively have permanent triple speed. Yes, it's as insane as it sounds. Oh, hey, look, somebody. I missed. Well. Okay. Whoa. They're shooting back. Yeah. Hold on. There's 2 people shooting back. Oh, there you are. Wow. I love this bird. It makes it really easy to spot people. Do I have healing? Yes, I have regen. Which is not... It's not... It's not the best perk. But it's passable. As in, like... It's an alright amount of regen that will make do for the current moment. Why can I not hit this dude? I need... Actually, ironically, that. The recoil mastery blessing, but I... Actually, yeah, hold on. I'm not getting... I'm at a pretty far range. So, the reason I swapped them out is that even though it may seem a bad idea to take off my 1 healing blessing, I'm actually not that much of a threat of, like, immediate healing. Because if they have a sniper rifle, I'm either dead in 1 shot or I can deal 90 damage, and I have a smoke grenade, which I'm actually going to put on my priority slot. Which is basically, priority slot is just the key that, like, I hit 4 and that's an immediate grenade's going to pull out. So now we have that. But the other thing is that the recoil mastery blessing is actually really helpful because it means, in theory, I'll be able to actually hit the people over here. If I could actually hit them. However, I can't, and this weapon isn't... That's like, what? Okay, yeah, 150 meters is a bit much for this gun. Actually, if I had a 4x sight and, like, a compensator, which reduces recoil. Ah, die already. Oh, they got a crossbow. Well, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We should probably get to zone for a couple of reasons. Number 1. Okay, hold on. We got a victim. I missed. I missed again. Am I gonna miss a 3rd time? I hope the answer is no. Dah. Hold on. We gotta get behind some kind of cover here. Okay. We're not doing much damage. Not great. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use charge for 2 reasons. Number 1, I can get over here. I can get past this guy. And it also gives me insane speed, which basically means I can just get away from these people, which is great for me because I really need to reposition. I am, however, not going towards the center of the zone, so we're gonna wait for them to deal with each other. Alrighty, good.
Am. Okay.
Alrighty. Are we in zone? Yes. Yes, we are. Is there anybody else here? No. Ammo check. Alright, we've got 3 things of this. And then more than enough of this. Alright. Ammo situation is okay. It could be better. I'd ideally have 3 times this. Especially because the Glockinator, this gun thing, goes through a ton of ammo. And when I mean a ton, I mean like a metric butt ton. Which I know is not a unit of measure, but it's a lot of ammunition. It has a very fast fire rate. And not a lot of damage. It's like the P90, but made out of Glocks. I mean, it's literally just 2 Glocks taped together, so. Oh, technically. Okay. Okay, we've tagged him. He's about... thank you, walls. I cannot hit him. One. Well, this is not working very well. Oh, right, we have regen. Wonderful. Okay. Alrighty, plan A is not working very well. Yeah, this gun is difficult to use with... Oh, right, I don't have the recoil. I have, whatchamacallit on, regen instead. Okay, we're gonna throw down a stun grenade. Look away, and then initiate.
I am. Okay.
Alrighty. Now, the spam Q and hope you can get things of value trick. Alrighty.
I am.
I got
Okay.
one shot. What did I die to? I did not hear a bullet. Was it a crossbow? It was the... it was the freaking flintlock pistol. Well, we tried. I don't really know what much better I could have done. Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure where I even got shot from. Yeah. Now, the Scar H is difficult to use. I'm just... As I mentioned earlier, I'm pretty tired today, so... Hydration break, remember that. But also, yeah, when I get tired, recoil gets difficult to manage, so. Okay, actually, let's do a quick recap and reflect, which is a new thing. I'm going to call this what I do after each game. Recap, reflect, so rewind, recap, and reflect. So, let's rewind to that last fight. The dude in the wheat field that we were facing off and we were trying to shoot. We basically stayed away from him, decided to wrap around, go on top of the buildings, shoot that one dude, throw a snow globe grenade to try and get away, and then got shot in the back. Alrighty, let's reflect. What could we have done different? Well, if we think of what we had a charge blessing, and we also had a jump blessing, which I did not have equipped, but I could have equipped it, and I probably should have. So what we could have done is we could have equipped charge, jump, and then regen, because we want at least some kind of passive healing when we're running at somebody, and we could have gone directly at him, because it looked like whatever weapon he had, it wasn't super great at, like, close range, because if you look at, like, his character silhouette, he had some kind of rifle, and then some kind of other long-range weapon on his back, because you can tell by, like, your character physically wears the weapons, so... Even if it was a submachine gun, we could just use the speed boost from charge, and then the jumps to dodge around. If we had done that, we probably would have taken control of that area of the end zone. And it also means what we could have done with that is that we could have, probably taken control and then try and dealt with the other people. Okay. We don't know. We never will know. It's the problem of causality. Once something happens, you can't really change it unless you have really, really, like, infinitely powerful simulation computer, and at that point, why you're using it to debate about what happened in a TABG game? Like, seriously, you have better things to do. But yeah. So overall, we're getting better. We're getting a lot better. We managed to make it from like top 10 to make it to like, I think it was top 3 actually. There was that person and one other dude. Or alternatively, I think we might have been the last person. I'm not sure. Sadly, this game doesn't do replays, which they should, because can you imagine that? Doing a replay review series? That would be awesome. Okay. I really would like this game to start, though. Because it is getting a bit late. I will say that. But, yeah. We did alright that game. Admittedly, our initial death there was subpar, but the the second half was really good. So, thumbs up to me. And also a thumbs up to you for sticking around. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Also, thank you for your support. Even though you may just be one person, which, admittedly, I'll be honest, that's like already like 1/6 of my views. Yeah, still. It does mean a lot to me that you choose to sit and listen to me talk about games and philosophy and then and books and try and win at TABG. I like it. Thank you. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have any long-term plans for like TABG or anything. I don't really want to become the world's best player at TABG because that is kind of a problem of like, it's kind of a problem of the human psyche, which is basically just a fancy way of saying humans in general. Whenever we want to become really, really good at something, we strip away all the frivolities, like all of the like fancy frill stuff, which usually means it becomes really, really boring. Like, let's say you become a professional. Okay, let's say you really, really like soccer, or football, which for Americans that's soccer, just so you know. Not the throw yourself at other people and try to not get a brain injury sport. Oh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Okay, plan B, this is going really badly. Ow, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We see somebody over there. This is going less than ideal. Okay, we're gonna wrap around here, through this tunnel. We need to get to that launch pad, and we need to get there ASAP. Because we do not have any kind of passive healing, and I also cannot take the time to heal. So, we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna get to these houses. Ready? It's one person down. We just saw them pop in the kill field while we heard the gunshots, so that's good for us. F to them, but it's a game about war and survival, and okay, yeah, no, it's a silly game where ragdoll characters fight each other. It's a battle royale game. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, you just try and have fun. Anyways, so let's say you really like football/soccer, and you play with your buddies, and like you've always told yourself, someday I'm gonna be like the professionals, like Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe, all of those. And then one day you're like, you know what? Fine, I will. I'll become a professional football. I'm gonna call it football football player. And so you do. You start taking practice. You get a personal coach. You take lessons. You join a team. You start working with them. Yeah. So that's nice and all, but it does mean that suddenly you have to make a lot of compromises. You can't. It suddenly becomes a pretty competitive thing for you. You're always trying to do better, improve, try and win, and well, do your best. You want to like not let down your coach, but you also want to win the matches, and that starts with winning your practice games. So that means it suddenly becomes a very competitive game for you. It means you might not be able to just play the game to enjoy it anymore. sport, technically. And then, you know, and then suddenly you have to sacrifice a ton of your time. You can't really stay out late partying anymore. You have to, like, have a good schedule, have a good diet. Like, all of that. Somebody's nearby. Oh, yeah, they're right there behind me. Oh, this is a much different axe. I thought this was the, oh, this is the two-handed axe. That makes sense. Okay, so it's the same dude as before. That's the dude who got me last game. Who uses the flintlock pistol. You've got to be kidding me. What is it with people, me running into the same people who use the flintlock pistol? Like, seriously. What? Man, I don't know. Okay, anyways, as I was saying. Whoa, no. Oh. Okay, I technically made it through. We're good. Anyways, so yeah. So suddenly, you're doing really well. You've gotten really good at this sport. But, suddenly you're not really having fun anymore. Or, I suppose, the idea of playing for fun isn't really doesn't really occur to you anymore. For now, basically, football has become your life. And whether you like it or not, it's what you do now. And it's what you think about, it's what you dream about, it's what your life is now. And, well, at a certain point, that comes with a trade-off. Teleport. Wow, yeah, that's a teleport. I like that. I do have to say that, despite all the wacky weapons in this game, so speaking of wacky weapons, Summon Rock is one of them. I'm gonna show off in a different video. Mainly just because I want to use this one. Because I've got seasoning in my teeth. Mainly because A, it's a really good spell, even though it does have a pretty long cooldown. It's basically instant mobility anywhere you want. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Yeah, I don't know the lyrics, whatchamacallit. You probably know the song. Point is, so yeah, at the end of it all, it might happen. You might become like the new rising football star, and you might still have fun playing it. But it's really difficult to do that because it's a mindset. You have to train yourself. You have to train yourself to actually enjoy the sport. And during the time of it, you're gonna like really not enjoy it. It's gonna become difficult because basically your brain goes from it's a psychology thing. A lot of the stuff I talk about ends up being psychology, mainly because that's how humans function. Yeah. But also, I suppose it's interesting. Humans are very complex, so complex stuff is cool. Anyways, point is, it's mainly just to do with association. Suddenly, football goes from being a chill activity that you do with your friends to have some fun to suddenly like an intense activity that's usually associated with pain, loss, like losing matches or losing time or losing whatever it is, and energy and all of that stuff. And then, yeah, suddenly you might gain like a bit of an aversion to it. And it doesn't mean that you can't enjoy it, but I'm just saying that's the kind of problem when you try to get really good at something. You have to be very careful to make sure you don't end up just absolutely hating it in the end, which has happened. Trust me. Do I need a sight on this? I forget. Actually, what do the sights? Yeah, that works. I do kind of wish I had a scope though, of like some kind. That wasn't a red dot, because that's not technically a scope, it's the sight, and yeah, whatchamacallit. Point is, yada yada. Anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'll be here all year. I'm kidding. But yeah, so just keep in mind, if you want to become really good at something, just be aware that it's going to take a lot, and I mean like a lot of effort, and B, it might not be what you're looking for in the end, because you might not be looking to become the best in the world. You might just be looking to become really good at it. And in that case, well, more power to you. That's very nice. And B, look for alternatives. look for a way that, like, maybe still go down the same path of considering other options, like practice and stuff like that, but don't go full-blown all the way, I'm gonna make this my life now. You know, just something to consider. Anyways, I've rambled far too much, and we have suddenly somehow ended up in 8th. So, there's nobody by the riverside, mainly because it's a really bad spot to be at. There is 0 natural cover, and you can't swim in this game. I mean, you don't drown like you did in, like, the original Warzone, where, yeah, water was completely fatal. I mean, rivers weren't, but, actually, there weren't any rivers. Whatever. So yeah, it's not like instantly touch it and you're lethal dead, but you can't really dive and you are a pretty open target. Also, I'm surprised there's nobody here. Also, wow, is this a nice place. You rarely ever look at the scenery. This is actually something I do plan on doing a video series on, which is basically just like scenic tours of famous video game locations. So like, let's say like Rust on Call of Duty, which most of the people just see it as a mass of pipes, sand, and 360 no-scopes. Doing like a cinematic tour of it all to see like, oh, we've got to move. Oh, that's not great. A cinematic tour of it all, just see like, what does it actually look like, and just see it as, well, it's actually a pretty like, rustic is not the rusted. There's a difference between rustic and rusted, and it really falls into the second one more. But like a rusted over, it's still pretty intact, like oil like facility, with, like a ton of other stuff. And like here, for example, the castle, instead of just being like a maze of wires, or not, of just being a maze of like, whatchamacallit, walls and like various wooden pillars, it's actually like a really nice castle, and it is. The developers have done an incredible job on the map in this game, which I do not see people talking about enough. But okay, you know what? Oh right, I have 0 kills. Well, that's gonna make Bloodlust a bit useless, isn't it? Yeah, you kind of need need eliminations. No, that, yes please. Okay, what do we want? Hold on. Scratch that. Okay, we're gonna swap out ice. Ice is minimally useful, and also it's really annoying to play against, so I kind of feel bad for anybody I end up using it against. If you don't know, ice just slows down your target. It's kind of a... yeah, it's morally ambiguous blessing to use. Let me guess, that's... it's big, it goes boom, and they're firing pretty fast. It's either somebody with a musket, or it's our dude from earlier who wiped us out with the flintlock. Rare health. Even better, actually. And I just dropped it on the floor. Somebody to our right. Oh, right, we have the teleport spell that I completely... yeah, no, it's our dude, it's our dude. No, bad. Bad. Where are they? This has turned into a terror game. Although, oh, man, I'm so glad I found that jump blessing. This is like the perfect spot for it. Okay, they're nearby. The splinter grenade doesn't have that much range despite my best efforts at using it. Okay, plan B, teleport spell. Got one. Shield. Shield and speed. Okay, we need to heal. Come on. Yes. Oh, we barely avoided that. Okay, let's pop a medkit and reorganize. Okay, speed. We don't need weapon less mastery. I canceled the medkit. That's bad. He's right in front of me. Yeah. It's the same dude as before. Stop following me! Come on. Yep. Well, that sucks. But hey, we made it to top 3 again, so we're improving. Yeah. But whoever you are, seriously, find a different weapon to use. Anyways, I'm gonna call it there. I've got to get up to bed. But thank you for watching. It's been Gyozaplanet on Gaming with Gyozaplanet, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao.